Allen looks to pull off a huge upset at home Friday night on the gridiron. Welcome to Sports Wire. I'm Will Catterley. Well, it wasn't supposed to be the glamorous game of the week. Winless Glen Allen at home, taking on a Freeman squad who came in 3-2 and has been a playoff team the last few seasons. But that's what makes sports great. You still have to play the game, and behind some stellar quarterback play and a ball-hawking defense, the Jaguars had a chance to get that first win of the year. Could the Jaguars get it done underneath the Friday night lights? Well, see that guy's glasses? Yeah, I wear them out when I'm jogging at night. Keeps me safe. Oncoming cars can see me. Jaguar fans pumped up, as they should be. First drive, quarterback really got it going. Donovan Riddick was special in this one for the Jags. Rebels do a nice job corralling him there, but Quentin Pines, watch a wide receiver on the pass from Riddick to the end zone. Pines, sturdy like an oak with a reception, touchdown. Jaguars, they take the early 7-0 lead on the connection from Donovan Riddick to Quentin Pines. Jack Pollard, no stranger to bringing back the Rebels. He was doing his best. Roll out to the left, connecting, firing, finding his receiver. It's number 11 on the other side, heading the other way, Patrick Gorman. And then Pollard does it with his arms. Now he's going to do it with his legs. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Freeman comes fighting right back with that Jaguar defense tied at 7. Freeman gets it back. Glen Allen doing their best job to make them one-dimensional in the run game. Then the pressure on the quarterback. Glen Allen, Solomon Dozier, the defensive end, gets the sack. And then Donovan Riddick got it going. Donovan to Donovan. Donovan Riddick finds Donovan Greenhow. And how about that? Glen Allen up 13-7 against back-to-back playoff team in Douglas Freeman. Pollard trying to get his team back into it. Gets the first down and more. Out of bounds he would go. Rebels still on the move. Rebels rolling out. Pollard looking, firing, finding his receiver. It's good old standby Liam Simpson. Big wide receiver. But Glen Allen's defense would buckle down and allow Freeman only a field goal, so it's 13-10 with 5:10 to go. Riddick dialing long distance again, and this time it's the Freeman defense coming up with a big interception. Looking for Quentin Pines again, but man, did he throw a pretty spiral in this one. He made a lot of big plays. So the Glen Allen D, but Freeman coming back as good teams do. Liam Simpson with the catch. Pollard with the throw. Simpson deep into Glen Allen territory. Rebels going to make sure they don't get upset on this night. Right after that big pass, well, we go to the fourth, same drive. This would happen. Option. And that's good. Corey Cooper. Haven't heard much from him during the game, but he came through when it mattered most, at least on this drive. Cooper, touchdown. Freeman back in front. 17-13. Rebels respond. 11:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Glen Allen going to have to come back and play 4 quarters of football if they want this to be a reality. He finds his man. It's number 8. Strolling down the sidelines, William Toomey. The catch from Riddick. Glen Allen's passing game really working wonders, and then give it to this guy. When your passing game can work, Mr. Flowers will do the rest. Devin Flowers, touchdown. Glen Allen back out in front, 21-17. Getting late now, fourth quarter. Could the Glen Allen defense finish the deal? Up 4. Back to pass. Looking, firing, nothing. And they call that third down, so that bring up fourth down. Freeman on the football. Then back to pass. Freeman going nowhere. It's a sack by Alan Merriman and the Glen Allen Jaguars. 33 seconds left. Freeman one last chance. Throws to the flat. Can't corral it. The Jags have done it. They get their first win of the year. 21-17, your final. Meanwhile, on the East End, two playoff powerhouses and longtime rivals met in a physical football game. Highland Springs versus Henrico. Granted, the green and gold of the Warriors haven't beaten the Springers in over 10 years, but they've been in games late. And after a dominant win over Lee Davis, it was a game the defending champs could not take for granted. No, they could not, but they were at home, and the Springers came out fast and furious against their rivals, trying to stake their claim to a win between the Springers and the Warriors. Devontae Waller, first drive, Holler connects, long distance, hits Billy Kemp. 31-yard completion on that play would lead to this. Springers would drive 71 yards in just 5 plays, and this is Mr. Shirey McKeever. He takes in from 5 yards out. Touchdown, Springers. They would have the early 7-0 lead. After a 23-yard field goal by Alshiski, it made 10-0. Back comes Henrico, second quarter action now. Big gain on the run, then Lawrence Chambers. Looking for Virginia Tech verbal commit, Jihad Carter. He's going to turn on the Jets, 35 yards down the pay dirt, touchdown, Warriors. But the Springers special teams, well, they do special things like block extra points. The big block right there kept the lead at 10-6. Later on, how about the Springer defense? Yeah, they've been doing well as well, same quarter. That run's going absolutely nowhere. Defense all over it. And a Richmond coaching staff looking on. Wide receiver coach and head coach Russ Huseman also along to watch a really good one on Friday night in the East End. How about this guy? Freshman Drayshawn Taylor rumbles in for 26 yards into the end zone. 17-6. Highland Springs at the half. Then, oh! Did I say it was a physical game, or did I say it was a physical game? My goodness gracious. They flag him for that, but that was a heck of a hit. And then more defense from the Springers. This time the turnover's going to go their way. Highland Springs takes over and already up 17-6. Now deep in Henrico territory would lead to this. A Laney 1-yard touchdown run. Springers win 23-6.
We didn't want a game like this, right? When we had a game like this, and it just gives us something more to build on and to make us better. We just got some work to do. We were down a couple of people. That's not an excuse. Everybody's got to be ready to go, and everybody's got to be polished and perform well.
We head back outdoors when we come back. It's a rematch in field hockey. Godwin and Deep Run went to overtime the first time they met. How would the rematch stack up? And Tucker looks to ground Godwin on the gridiron. Plus, we go to Crump Park, where some talented runners were going for personal bests in cross country. That's next.
Don't always have time to watch SportsWire on your TV? No problem. Episodes are available anytime on the web at watchsportswire.com. And it works just as well on your phone. Watch SportsWire anytime, anywhere at watchsportswire.com.
Welcome back to SportsWire. To Field Hockey we go. It's the rematch. Deep Run taking on Mills. Godwin no score first half. I hope you like goalkeeping because there was a lot in this one. Godwin's keeper, Chloe Billy. Boy, she did great work for the Lady Eagles, especially early. Well, and really often, but especially here early in the first half. Save after save after save. Now, if you remember, the first time these two met, it was a 3-2 win, come-from-behind win, down 2 goals to none for Deep Run. They did it in overtime. So, the rematch at Deep Run. Another stop by the Godwin defense, another corner for Deep Run. But, credit Godwin. No matter how many corners the Wildcats had, Chloe was there to make the save. She makes one there. Defense gets out of the way. With that one again, still no score. Then Godwin's going to put on pressure. Deep Run's keeper had a night too. She kicks that one out of the way, out of harm's way, and the defense does the rest. Still no score in this one. Still first half. Now, Wildcats trying to get it past Chloe, and oh my goodness, how'd that not go in? Somehow, the defense and the keeper do a great job at the half. No score. Second half. Wildcats trying again against Chloe Billy. No, she gets rid of that one. Number 24 for Deep Run, though, Natalie Balunas is going to have her chance. Becca Craman, I mentioned her, the keeper, the goalie for Deep Run. There's a kick save and a beauty. in a no-score game. Wildcats and Eagles can't get it quite in. Here's Billy. Chloe Billy gets a save once again. Late in the second. Great chance for Godwin here. They can win 1-0. Just beat the defender. Oh, she cannot. Great defensive stop and a last-ditch move by the Wildcats. Still some time before overtime. Chloe Billy gets rid of it and gets it out of harm's way. Back and forth we go. This is as exciting of a 0-0 match as you'll ever see in the sport of field hockey. That's a no-go. Guess what? No score? Let's go to overtime, shall we? It's going to be a repeat of last year. Well, Wildcats line up for the corner. Number 24, Natalie Lunis. She scores! Go! Wildcats! And deep run stays undefeated. Tested again by their rivals in Godwin. But they get the victory in overtime for the second time in the same month. 1-0 is your final. Let's go up-tempo. We start on the gridiron where Verona improved their record of 4-1 after a 61-14 thrashing of Armstrong. Quarterback Brian Logan was nearly perfect on the night with 3 touchdown passes, while the Verona run game racked up 4 more scores and over 200 yards. To ladies volleyball, where Freeman won a thriller over rival Mills Godwin, the Lady Rebels win a full 5 sets in the win and were led by Molly Herring, who had 8 kills, 5 aces, and 13 digs. And for all of you who love fantasy sports, one man's fantasy has actually become a reality. Former deep run pitcher Deck McGuire secured his first major league victory in the last game of the regular season, going 5 innings, allowing no runs and a win over the Chicago Cubs. I should have picked up the Cincinnati Reds pitcher for my fantasy baseball team because he would have given me a win plus a stellar ERA. You're on my radar for next year's draft, though. Meanwhile, there's something special going on with former Highland Springs receivers at the college level. Wake Forest Greg Dortch earned ACC Rookie of the Week honors after hauling in 10 passes for 110 yards against Florida State. He led the way with 196 all-purpose yards as well. Also at Michigan State, former Springer receiver Felton Davis was named Big Ten Co-Offensive Player of the Week. Davis had 9 catches for 114 yards and a win over Iowa. Both are career highs. He also had 2 touchdown catches in the 17-10 victory. J.R. Tucker getting excited for this one, taking on Mills Godwin. It's an old-time rivalry. Tucker with the win, if they were to win, could move to 3-2. A lot would depend on this guy, Patrick Taylor. He had a good drive going, second quarter, no score, same drive. Firing, finding, Tucker Tigers, number 10. Dylan Jennings connects with his receiver, Michael Jackson. And that would lead to this. 1-yard touchdown plunge by who else? Patrick Taylor. And J.R. Tucker had the early 6-0 lead. The extra point would be no good. Godwin Eagles trying to come back. Tucker defense was good early and often. Almost was a fumble to the naked eye. They couldn't go to the review because they don't do that in high school. They just call it sack, down by contact, I should say. But then Godwin's gonna get the football back because Keontae Thompson drops the rock. Godwin football. 2 teams trying to find their way. They tend to commit turnovers, like this one. A great-looking slant pass, but J.R. Tucker's Javon Henley was not fooled. He gets the interception. The Tigers still holding on to that 6-0 lead. And Patrick Taylor, I mentioned him earlier. This guy's a special set of skills. This is just a simple pitch to the left. There's nothing there. He comes back right. There's something there. Now he's going to go back where his blockers originally were, to his left. Look at them out there. And now he's not. He's got nothing but green grass. Patrick Taylor, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Out of bounds right at about the 2-yard line. Taylor does the dirty work. Keontae Thompson is going to finish the drive off with a rushing touchdown. Thompson would find pay dirt more than once. Touchdown, Tigers, and at home. Tucker, remember they started the season off 2-0, then they lost 2 straight and won badly to deep run a week ago, up 12-0 at the half, second half. Tucker's number 2, Sean Bowers, quarterback. He was making great inroads on the option. But Bryce Safferwich really got the offense ticking for the Eagles. Safferwich with a bag of chips. And a late hit out of bounds penalty, too. Add in the pickle. So, 1st and goal. The pitch. Safferwich. They got him this time, all right. No, he gets away. Bryce Safferwich. Touchdown, Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Godwin. Right back in the ball game. Plus, they make the extra point. It's 12-7. Anybody's ball game. When you give Safferwich the ball, and Tucker's offense is working wonders. And it was working through the air, something they haven't seen much. Jennings had a nice connection going with Michael Jackson. Gets a catch for the 1st down. Later, same drive. This time, he's going to find number 14, Kendall Jackson. Couple of Jackson to Jackson. And if they had 3 more, it'd be the Jackson 5 driving down the field. Tucker. Same drive, coming into your living room. Keontae Thompson's 2nd touchdown of the night. So, the Tucker Tigers answer the call. Godwin scores a touchdown. They score right back, 18-7 with 4:26 left in the 3rd. Next drive, big run for Bryce Safferwich. He gets ahead of steam and gets inside the Tucker 20 would lead to this. Safferwich, his 2nd scoring touchdown of the night. Godwin not done, not by a long shot. It's a 1-score game. Once again at 18-13. Go to the 4th. Tucker Tigers, Patrick Taylor. I don't know where he went, but this is where he ended up. Big run. He cut back again. We'll talk to him later about his cutbacks. That's good for a 1st down and goal. The lead of this, Jennings, quarterback keeper. Yeah. Touchdown. Tucker Tigers. He moved to 3-2. You kidding me? 24-13 at that point. Ensuing drive. Biggest mistake of the game for Godwin. The fumble on the snap. Good teams take advantage. Will Tucker? Well, on this play, yes, they will. Hand it to Patrick Taylor. His 2nd scoring touchdown of the game. Rush for over 100 yards. Crowd absolutely loving it. So much so, this is an old rivalry, folks. Kids, your parents used to be in the stands where you are with this rivalry when they were younger, or they were playing on the field. Yeah, that's right. That crowd loved it so much that they even stormed the field. Yeah, big win for Tucker. They get this one at home. They got Hermitage next, so they really need it. 31-13, your fun.
I was really proud of how our kids responded. I think we had a few mental toughness issues in the last 2 games, and we talked about that a whole lot this week, and how that we've got a goal, and our goal, if we want to do what we want to do, we've got to beat Godwin. And they did a good job. They stepped up, and we had a great week of practice, and our guys came out working every day.
I saw the cutback lane, so I had to take it. I feel like my speed can beat anybody around here, to be honest. We got to stay up. It's a big ring right now, but we can't keep going up and down. Because when we go to this Hermitage game, we got to have the most confidence we can have.
Meanwhile, at Crump Park off of Mountain Road, cross-country action coming at you. Glen Allen, deep run. Hermitage all involved in this. Lee Davis as well. How good is the Glen Allen girls cross-country team? Well, here's 2 of the top ones. Ashley Henneberger and Rachel Potter. Here's the best for deep runs, Sophie Varon running well, and then there's a whole gaggle of girls running around, and they go around the pond a couple of times, go across a few bridges, over the river and through the woods. They're not heading to grandmother's house, they're heading for the finish line. And toughest thing about cross country, trying to run long distance, keeping up that pace throughout. Glen Allen was so good, though. Here's Ashley Henneberger finishing in 1st place. Glen Allen was so good that 11 of the top 12 were all Glen Allen, except for Sophie for deep run, who finished 10th overall. So the top 9, all Glen Allen Jaguars. Very impressive. Julia Snow and Amara Cosme finished 13th and 14th for deep run. Now to the guys. And maybe you've heard his name for Glen Allen, but if you haven't, you're going to be hearing more about him. He won a race earlier this year already, and he's looking to do it again, and here he is right here. Coming out of the brush, Ali Ibrahim. And Ali Ibrahim's got some stamina, some speed, and he led 4 deep run runners. Josh Donnelly, Samuel Diascoli, Emil Baggs, Jonathan Graff, Christian Wachter, Ethan Billmare. We're also in there at 6th and 7th for Glen Allen coming up as well. But this is Ali Ibrahim's race to win. More Wildcats. This is all Glen Allen deep run. I mean, I'm not even kidding. The top 16, 17, 18, the top 22 runners came from either Glen Allen or deep run, of course led by this guy, Ali Ibrahim, followed by Josh Donnelly and Samuel Diascoli. So Glen Allen takes number 1, deep run takes 4 out of the next 5, and Wildcats Glen Allen representing well in this one at Crump Park.
We still have more football to get to when we come back. Hermitage looks to stay perfect with a win over Deep Run. Plus, we hit the hardwood for girls hoops as Pocahontas and Short Pump battle it out in the middle school game of the week. That and top plays are straight ahead.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to Sports Wire. Hermitage Panthers flying that undefeated flag at home, taking on Deep Run and trying to keep it that way. Uh-oh, gotta hold on to the rock. Way too easy, one of the Hermitage defenders said. Well, yeah, if you drop the football and you recover, it does become easy for the defense. It's been really easy for Jay Carney as of late. Firing, finding his receiver, good and in. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown catch to number 19. It was an early lead, Joseph Johnson, 7-0. Hermitage. Next drive, easy squeezy lemon peasy, CJ Action Jackson. Finds pay dirt, it's 14-zip. Hermitage. Wildcats trying to get things going on the ground. This defensive front says, no, we don't want you to. Not this time. Mateo Jackson leading the way on defense as he has been all year long. And nobody remembered to cover the guy out of the flat. Easy touchdown pass. Carney delivers to Webster Hill, the 4th, for the touchdown. And Hermitage in domination mode, up 21-zip. We switch sides next quarter. Panthers looking to pounce. Carney dialing long distance to who else? Ali Jennings. 2 catches. Yeah, he's doing a little hop step in the end zone. He only had 2 catches. Guess how many yards? 100 on the dot. So he averaged, that's 50 yards a catch. Ali Jennings. There's his 2 catches, folks, and his 2 touchdowns. And he's so into this. Watch this. Number 77 is going to come in and get in on the celebratory action. Yeah. There we go. 35-zip in the second quarter. Panthers had more where that came from. Wildcats trying to get something going later on. The run up the middle, that's going to work. Matthew Johnson on the carry. And then Mr. Wheeler, Aiden Wheeler connecting with his wide receiver, but way too late. 45-14, Panthers get the win. Other score, saw earlier, Verina all over Armstrong, 61-14. Now for the middle school game of the week. That brings us to Pocahontas, who are taking on Short Pump. Short Pump in to visit. Little ladies hoops action, and Pocahontas is one of those teams that has a couple of really tall girls in middle school who are going to be something later, like number 44. And you want more 44? You got her. She's got the bucket right there. They also have a great defense with their press, which opens up passing lanes. And I don't know what part of the backboard that went off of, but it went off part of the backboard. Another point for the Lady Hawks. Hawks. That's a pass. That's a bucket. All Lady Hawks 12-1 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter, more Pocahontas. Great look and dish down low. Gets it to go. Number 34 puts it up and in. But then watch this. Time winding down. Buzzer sounds. Number 12 for short pump. Count it. She got it to go. As the buzzer was going off, they give it to her. She gets the points just before the half. Short pump, Lady Pumas trying to come back 18-4. Later on, third quarter. That might have been a shot. We're going to say it was a pass. 44 knows what to do with it. She finishes it. Hey, Lady Pumas had some fight in them. They would come back. Watch this. Top of the key, almost off the elbow. She puts it in, finds it back of the net. Then the steal. Well, just Pocahontas pressing. In the second half, short pump had some defense working as well. Number 35 with the bucket. It's that one to go 27-11. We go to the fourth and final stanza. It was too much. Lady Hawks. They get that one to go, number 42. And then check this shot out. Pumas are going to fall short in this one. Hawks get the win, but number 12. Great looking shot. Pocahontas wins. Time for the often imitated, but rarely duplicated top plays of the month. Number 5 we borrowed from last week, August into September. Not all aces are created equal. Just ask Godwin's Veronica Chovatova against Hanover. Let's see it again. The serve, frees it, goes right off the shoulder. Hard to do that at home. She gets the point and the ace. Number 4. We go to football. We stick with Millsy Godwin. First week of football. This also was late August. Bryce Safarwich. Opening kickoff second half. 90 yards to Pater. They come back. Get the first win of the year at Clover Hill. Number 3. You know I love special teams so much. How about Jalen James? One thing to return a punt for a touchdown, but to block one, recover it, and score one. James does that against Henrico. Herm wins. Number 2. A twofer. Deep Run and Godwin played twice in field hockey in the month of September. Easily the best 2 county schools in the sport. In overtime, she shoots, she scores. Allie Kelly, the game winner. Deep Run wins 3-2 in overtime. Fast forward to the end of the month. Natalie Bilyunas, she shoots, she scores. A twofer for Deep Run, one they won't soon forget. Wildcats are good for 2, but number 1. Back-to-back field hockey. Gracie Mayer down 2 goals late. Take on Glen Allen. Watch the ball. The bouncing ball goes off the stick and in. You couldn't try that and do it again, could you? It's impossible to do that play twice. But wait, she got top plays last year for the very same goal. Taken off for Rhina, no doubt. Off the defender's stick and in the goal. My goodness, Gracie Mayer, that is impressive and good enough for top play of the month.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on SportsWire.